The time now, 8:37 in the morning time on this Tuesday morning, April 15th, 2014 on a Tuesday morning. Time off on a Water Edition PJ with the morning report. Tuesday morning, April 15th, 2014. Good morning to you all. This lovely Tuesday morning. Our current conditions at 8:37 a.m. in Norton, Massachusetts. Got a temperature of.
There was a shirt that was made that said Boston Strong. You want to grab that, Michelle? And it was a Celtics jersey. He gets mad when I call it.
60-something degrees here.
Coach Willie May, you were wearing this a few weeks ago. Can you hold it up and tell us that
62 degrees with light rain. Humidity 86%. Wind speed south about 12 gusts at 18 miles per barometer. 286 inches, 2 about 58 degrees and a visibility of 8 miles. All the way. Let us take a look at our radar scope, and it shows.
And so when had a chance to hang out with you and did
a couple of extra rain showers and keeping the on down to coast of Massachusetts and down for Connecticut, down for Central.
we got you.
And
you want to hand one to Michelle?
Western Massachusetts up to New Hampshire, and down for
Sean Collier's
Vermont and southern Maine. A couple of extra rain showers in eastern portions of Quebec, down for northern portions of Maine, and stretching on western portion of New Brunswick, eastern portion of Quebec, southeastern portions of New Brunswick, central portions of Nova Scotia, and not the western tip of Prince Edward down here. And there's a line batch of heavy rain from New York State down for Pennsylvania, down for Maryland, down for West Virginia, down for eastern North Carolina, and down off the Carolina coastline. Another batch of rain showers, thunderstorms from South Carolina, down for Georgia, and down for northern portions of Florida, and down in the Gulf states. And a sleet and snow from central Tennessee, down for Kentucky, down for eastern Ohio, down for northwestern Pennsylvania, down for western New York, down for eastern portions of Ontario, up into Quebec. A couple of extra snow showers around Michigan, and down for central portions of Indiana. Here. And a couple of extra rain showers in the northeastern portions of Mexico. Here. Rain, sleet, and snow showers in the central portions of Idaho. Snow, rain, and sleet showers in the northeastern portions of Idaho, down for western portions of Montana. Rain showers in the eastern portion of Washington State. Snow and sleet and rain showers in the northeast central portions of Oregon. Rain, sleet showers in western portions of Washington, down to southeastern portions of Oregon. Here.
This has been a very long year.
Snow and sleet showers in Saskatchewan, rain and sleet in north central portions of Alberta, snow showers in the northwestern portions of Alberta, and eastern portions of British Columbia. Champion Canada, good evening, it's 45 degrees, good morning.
To supporting the families of fallen officers.
Thank you so much for being with us here on News Summer 5. Thank you all for sharing your powerful stories and your reflections today on this very difficult day. And
Montauk, New York, good evening, 52 degrees, light rain. Okay, let us take a look at a satellite look here.
It's a special day here, as I think we're all in our senses.
Definitely. I mean, I know from
2 batches of clouds covering the country. 1 batch of clouds covering the Gulf of Mexico, covering much of the eastern portion of the country, and another eastern Ontario, Quebec, and Atlantic Canada. And another batch of clouds from western portions of California, down in Nevada, down in Nova Utah, and then up in the Northern Rockies, the Pacific Northwest, and down to the Dakotas, stretching from Manitoba all the way down into British Columbia here. And working Dakotas from central Arizona, down from New Mexico, Colorado, and down to southern Utah. Alright, let's take a look at our
those are the kind of things that are
map situation here.
in a small way.
Cold front stretching from northern portion of California up into Oregon, and a pink front from northeast of Washington up into British Columbia. And a cold front down from Alberta, stationary front from Alberta down from Montana. And a cold front from Wyoming stretching down Nebraska and stretching on Kansas. Cold front from Dover, Mexico down from Gulf of Mexico stretching up to the Georgia and up to the Appalachians, and a warm front up to the western Pennsylvania and New York State. And a cold front from eastern Ontario up into Quebec. High pressure in southern Texas, Colorado, and low pressure in eastern Ohio, eastern Kansas, northern Nevada, and northern Idaho. 58 degrees at temperature now. Boston at 69 out in Washington, D.C., 62 in Atlanta, 76 in Miami, 54 in Brownsville, 37 in Dallas, Texas, 31 out in Kansas City, 26 in Chicago, 19 in Minneapolis, 46 in Great Falls, 47 in Seattle, 53 in San Francisco, 57 in Los Angeles, 38 40 in Albuquerque, 34 in Denver, 40 out in Salt Lake City, 46 in Great Falls, Montana. Current conditions around the region, we got 59 degrees temperature per hour. Boston is 59, in Bedford 59, in Norwood 62, in Charleston 58, in Bedford 59, in Falmouth 56 out in Chatham 52, in Parkside 51, in Cape Cod Bay 52 out in Nantucket 54, in Boston 52, in Blackhawk 50 out in Westlake 54 out in
Pool was my favorite.
Province.
I can't wait to go back.
This is TF Green Airport. It's got 54, 59 out in Smithfield 57 in Webster, 58 in Sturbridge, 60 out in Milford 56 in Worcester, 63 in Fitchburg, 60 in Bedford 59 in Beverly, 55 in Gloucester, 60 in Gardner, 61 in Greenfield, 58 in Northampton, 60 in Springfield, 58 in Pittsfield, 61 in Northampton, 63 in Albany, 63 in Bennington, Vermont, 63 in Keene, New Hampshire, 62 in Concord, New Hampshire, 61 in Manchester, 63 in Nashua, 64 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 60 in Woods Locks and Oxford and Bird, 57 in Waterbury, 59 in Denver, 56 in Bridgeport,
Why purchase high-end appliances?
57 in Waven, 55 in New York, 54 in Nisselben, 53 out of Montauk. Here. Alright, let us take a look at our forecast discussion for around the country. Rain and thunderstorms for the East Coast on Tuesday. Unseasonably cold across the central and eastern United States, and moderated snow showers will return to the west. Widespread showers and thunderstorms are forecast for the deep south and northeast United States, and Tuesday as moisture from the Gulf of Mexico continues to advance northward into the region. Near ahead of a strong cold front ahead of this front, humidity and temperatures are more typical of May and early June, and those will support patterns of moderate heavy rain across most of the 70 eastern United States, and the cold front moves offshore by Wednesday morning. After several days of very warm temperatures by mid-April standard day, much colder air masses settling in from the southern and eastern United States beyond the aforementioned strong cold front. Pronounced temperature falls are expected in the front passes along with gusty northwest winds. Numerous freeze waters effect from the several places in mid-United States, with around at lows expected to fall to the mid-20s and the lower 30s. The unseasonably cold weather is forecast for Wednesday as well. In addition to abruptly colder weather, expect rain to change over the snow Tuesday night across the northeast. Reminding accumulations of possibility across the higher elevation where temperatures will be cold enough for snow. Snow melt off.
1 year later, the 1 Hour Chronicle tonight.
Rainfall headed to the front main cause some flooded dishes for parts of New England. When the next storm system passes over the central of Northern Rocky Mountains into the central United States on Wednesday, light occasionally moderate snow is affected from central Minnesota to northern Michigan. Across the Pacific and Northwest, conditions should be unsettled with moist onshore flow resulted in rain and months of snow showers. Temperatures along the west coast should be close to seasonal averages for the middle of the week. Alright, let's take a look at our forecast.
We've got a lot in common. Thanks, Erica. Right here.
Forecast discussion in New England here. A strong cold front will bring a mix of gusty winds, soaking rain, and possibly even a brief change in windy mix before ending during the early mid hours tomorrow. High pressure ability will bring dry but unseasonably chilly air to the region Wednesday night. Dry weather continues Thursday and then Friday. In the first part of Friday, we're moderated afternoon temps inland, but remain chilly along the coast. A couple of weak waves of low pressure may bring a round of 2 rain showers sometime Friday night and Saturday.
Modernize some of the state's oldest native industries.
7:05 a.m. update. Near-term forecast. Bands of scattered rain showers were affected the region early this morning. This has resulted in deep moisture in the warm air affection pattern. Expect scattered rain showers to continue to affect the region this morning, but there will be periods of dry weather. The steady heavy rainfall will wait the matter of dead average moisture that will be moving in from the west and east this afternoon. Early day mixes should be relatively deep, especially from Western County and Southeast Philly, as temperatures will be likely to start at low 60s and cloud depth will be lower than areas to the west. Clouds are to the approaching front. Several low-level jet will be moving in the ahead of this wave front that will peak front the afternoon, but will be increased from about start of 45 knots at H92 at 12 to 78 knots by the afternoon. Model sun is knocking out in terms of mixing as a international too cold in that service this morning. Therefore, it will be should a wind advisory begin at noon. The summit of the high more vectors likely to be tapped. We'll focus where the higher mix will be likely eastern Western County, but this may be expanded further. West central low jet will arrive with a front there first. Expected wind gusts at 35-45 miles per hour. Unlikely with the wind advisory, but some gusts around 50 miles per hour possible. Temperatures in fact cold or cloud cover will likely make another red at the 70 degrees today across the east where a break to the sun is possible, especially since they will start in the low 60s. Further westward, the clouds will be in place all day. Temperatures are a bit lower this morning. Now likely to remain in the mid 60s here. Oh wait, let us take a look at our
The pain of her loss. Her parents have lost tremendous.
heavy rain this afternoon tonight. Urban and port drainage street flooded. Butter. River street flooded the messy evening rush hour. Strong winds this afternoon to that. Southerly wind gusts about 45, 55 miles per hour with some isolated power outages if possible. And wintry precipitation rain may end this brief period of snow sleep toward daybreak on Wednesday. Low probability of a small accumulation of icy spots possible. No force of 95 for the Wednesday morning view.
Campbell said they plan to watch the marathon this year, cheering on two teams.
Alright, here's today's highs here. 67 for Boston, 65 for Worcester, 68 for Hartford, 63 for New York, 67 at Albany, 65 for Rutland, 68 for Concord, and 63 for Portland, Maine. Here. Alright, rainfall totals here.
And Bianca, good morning to you once again. He was part of...
Let's see, 1.1 inches for Boston, 1.27 inches here in Worcester, 1.1 inches for Concord, 1.02 inches for Portland, 1.06 inches for Rutland, 1.58 for Albany, 1.5 for New York. So, the most rain will be in southern and western portions of Connecticut up to Berkshire and the southern Vermont and much of New York State and Long Island, and stretching out to northwestern portions of New Hampshire here. In wind gusts. They are going to be gusty near beginning at noontime on.
But nothing's been the same since the marathon bombings.
The bomb is 1 second of the worst humans can do. But from my point of view, it was 1 second of the worst.
And gusting in around 40 miles per hour. 40.
Looking for the good, even after the horrific
40, 38.
Clowry Stoneham buddies JP and Paul Norton both lost a leg.
And gusted about up to 40 miles per hour here.
With shrapnel and suffered hearing loss. But out of the darkness came a life-changing outpouring of support from medical staff, from friends, family, and strangers all over the country.
I want to thank all of them, everybody, and I couldn't even start to name all the people that I need to thank. Foundation is a big thank you.
Wind advisory in effect from noon today to midnight Eastern Daylight Time tonight. The National Weather Service and talked to the digital wind advisory, which is in effect from noon today to midnight Eastern Daylight Time tonight.
Heroes' hearts will focus.
I got bullied and
Location Eastern Massachusetts and all over out. Winds up to 40 to 30 miles per gusts up to 45 miles per hour. Some gusts around 50 possible at times. Strong gusts around possible and heavy rain and everything. Thunderstorms from this afternoon and evening. Time this afternoon overnight. Impacts winds of this magnitude may lead to drowned tree limbs, small trees, and minor structural damage. There will be the possibility of some isolated power outages. Flood watch. In effect from 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time this morning, in fact, Wednesday morning. National Weather Service and talked to the defendant. Flood watch should include portions of northern Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island, including fallen areas in northern Connecticut, Wyndham County, and Massachusetts, Middlesex, Essex, Norfolk, and Plymouth, Bristol, Worcester, and Suffolk counties. And in Rhode Island, Bristol, Kent, Port Providence, and Washington counties. From 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time this morning for Wednesday morning. There's some urban and port drainage flooding is possible with a 1.0 to 2 inches rainfall this afternoon and evening, including the everyday commute. However, latest trends suggest that the possibility of locally higher amounts of rain may lead to pockets of flooding where the higher impact the cross watch area.
Much more purpose.
While the primary issue will be the urban and port drainage flood threat, should the potential higher totals will be realized. Some local streams and streams but also may experience minor flood issues. And hazardous weather outlook, day 1 tonight, day tonight, flood watch. And wind advisory day 2 for 7, Wednesday for Monday, flood watch. And I'm gonna time.
Story of survival for everyone. Our coverage of Boston Strong 1 year later continues after this.
Quilts can be functional. Quilts can also be a form of art.
Okay, future cast radar here.
Warm, surprising, and sophisticated. These are the quilts of
The rain shot's gonna get here about 10 o'clock here.
You can experience the dynamic colors and bold patterns
And
of these vibrant.
gonna be raining likely some spots of yellow and oranges, which is moderate heavy rain from Northeast Rhode Island and Hanover. And then 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, lowering action from Boston and for Brockton here. And Wild West, that's a lot of bands of heavy rain from Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York, Albany, Springfield, Hartford, and down in New Hampshire. And then 5 o'clock, it's gonna be raining, and then 7 o'clock, heavy rain, and then at 9 o'clock, here in Norton, we're gonna get the heavy rain here. And the rain's gonna be moving at about 1:45, and then 3:48 tomorrow morning, the mix of snow, and it'll be all out by about the morning commute tomorrow morning here. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Goes like this. For today, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Then showers and possibly a thunderstorm afternoon. Punchy fall between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Petroval after 3 p.m. High to 64 degrees. That would about 11 to 18 miles per hour. Gust size 30 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 8%. Rainfall on around between a quarter and a half inch possible. Tonight, rain minimum before 4 a.m. Punchy fall before 11 p.m. Low around 36 degrees. South wind about 10 to 18 miles per hour. Couple northwest after midnight. With good gust size 40 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 100%. New rainfall mass between 1 and 2 inches possible. Wednesday, Punch size skies. Like gradually becoming sunny skies out here. 46 degrees. Northwest wind about 15 to 18 miles per hour. Gust size 33 miles per hour. Wednesday night, clear skies low and 25 degrees. North wind about 5 to 9 miles per hour. Thursday, sunny skies out here. 48 degrees. East wind about 8 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, podcast skies low 31 degrees. Friday, both sides skies out here. 53 degrees. Friday night, chance of showers. Both skies skies low 37 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 40%. Saturday, chance of showers. Both sides skies out here. 53 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Saturday night, chance of showers. Both skies skies low 39 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Sunday, Punch size skies out here. 56 degrees. Sunday night, most of the skies skies low 39 degrees. For Monday, Punch size skies out here. 57 degrees. Spreaders, what a phrase of the day. Rainy and a wet Tuesday and town. That's PJ wishing you have a good day with a good positive attitude here.